is an audiobook of Interchange English, Grammar and Composition of Class 9. Chapter 14, page number 188, Unseen Text, Part 1. Unseen Text 1. Read the following text carefully and do the activities that follow. After taking the children to school one rainy morning, I stopped at a fast food restaurant and ordered breakfast. Except for some uncleared paper cups, boxes, and potato chips littering the tables, there was no sign of other customers in the restaurant. A young woman walked in with a boy aged 5 or 6. They had no sooner sat down to order than a man, slightly hunched and wearing a tattered coat, came in. He inched toward a little table and slowly examined each of the boxes, looking for leftovers. When he picked up a cold French fry and put it in his mouth, the boy whispered to his mother, "Mom, that man is eating others' food." "He is hungry, doesn't have any money," the mother whispered back. "Can we buy him a burger?" "I think he'll take only what others don't want." Show what you know. A. Answer the following questions. A. Why did the boy want to buy a burger for a man? 2. What was the environment of the restaurant when the writer came in? C. What did the man do when he moved towards a table? D. What do you think of the boy and why? E. Where did the writer go after taking the children to school? Number B. Put the sentences in the correct order. A. A slightly hunched man in a torn coat came in. B. A young lady with a 6-year-old boy sat at a table. C. The man ate a cold French fry. D. The man will only take leftovers. E. The writer ordered breakfast. Unseen Text 2, page number 189. Read the following text carefully and do the activities that follow. Mother Teresa has been voted the greatest Indian since its independence in 1947 in a survey which received 500,000 responses. She was ranked ahead of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, as well as frontline independence leader Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who was instrumental in getting 562 princely states to join the Union. The Outlook poll did not include Mahatma Gandhi because the magazine decided to keep the father of the nation above a voting process. India Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee also found a place in the list of the 10 titans, but he was at number 10, below cricketer Sachin Tendulkar, who secured the number 8 position. Mother Teresa's work among the poor and dying in the city of Kolkata and around the world won her Nobel Prize and millions of admirers. She set up the Missionaries of Charity Order in Kolkata in 1950 and lived a life that has been held up as a model of Christian service. Born in Macedonian capital of Skopje, Skopje, I don't know if that's the pronunciation, but yeah. Born in Macedonian capital of Skopje in 1910, Mother Teresa died in Kolkata in September 1997. The survey showed that Indians below 25 years of age ranked Mother Teresa higher than Nehru, while the older generation chose Nehru. Is it some sort of comment of 55 years of Indian history that the person voted the greatest Indian is the only one in the list who was not born an Indian? Is it some sort of indication of the popular mood that Sachin Tendulkar is ranked higher than Vajpayee? An editorial on the survey asked. Kushwant Singh said part of the answer was that the people of India are totally disenchanted with politics and their political leaders because of corruption. That explains the vote in favor of Mother Teresa, who had nothing to do with any politician, he wrote in the Outlook. Show what you know. A. Match the words in column A with their meanings in column B. A. Titans, poll, generation, survey, responses. Column B. People born at about the same time. An investigation of the behavior of people. An analysis of a poll sample. Persons of great importance. Replies. Number B. Choose the correct answer from the alternatives given and rewrite the sentences. A. In the history of 55 years of India, blank was the only people who ranked highest. Jawaharlal Nehru, Mother Teresa, Sachin Tendulkar. Number B. Mother Teresa lived for blank. 50 years, 55 years, 87 years. C. Teresa was declared the greatest Indian for her blank service. Social, political, general. Number D. The survey showed that Indians below blank years of age ranked Mother Teresa higher. 55, 25, 21. E. The Outlook poll did not include blank Jawaharlal Nehru, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi. Number C. Answer the following questions. A. Why wasn't Mahatma Gandhi included in the poll? B. For what deeds was Teresa awarded a Nobel Prize? C. Why was the non-Indian born voted higher? D. What did the survey show? E. What was the rank of Atal Bihari Vajpayee? Unseen Text 3, page number 190. Read the following text carefully and do the activities that follow. Last year, 3 friends of mine decided to spend a holiday in the mountains. They set off by car in the morning, and by the late afternoon they had almost reached the village where they were going to stay. After staying for a quick cup of tea at the wayside cafe, they set off again along the winding road that led to mountains. They had a map with them, and according to this, the village they were going to stay in was only about 15 miles away. It got dark not long after this, and it began to rain too, which of course made it more difficult to see the road clearly. After they had driven for about 15 miles, there was still no sign of the village. Obviously, the map they had was not a very good one. They went for another 5 miles, and then the car suddenly stopped. At first, my friend thought that they had run out of petrol, but on examination, they found that this was not the trouble. Something else was wrong with the car. Since they couldn't start the car again, they decided to spend the night in the car, though they had very little food with them, and there was not much room for 3 people. Early in the morning, a car came along the road. They stopped the driver and asked him where the village was. He told them it was just on the other side of the hill. After that, the car ran all the way downhill to the village, where they found a hotel and had a good breakfast. Of course, if they had walked up the hill that night before, they wouldn't have had to spend an uncomfortable night in the car. Show what you know. A. Match the words in column A with their meaning in column B. Column A, cafe, trouble, examination, room, obviously. Column B, worry or pain, inspection, space, small restaurant serving cheap meals and drinks, clearly. Number B, answer the following questions. A. Where were they going to spend the holiday? B. Why was it difficult to see the road? C. What did they ask the driver of the passing car? D. What did the driver tell them? E. What was the first thing they did when they reached the village? Number C. Write T for the true and F for the false statement. A. They drove all day without stopping until the car broke down. B. The road had many bends. C. It started to rain in the afternoon. D. They forgot to take the map with them. E. The car stopped because they had run out of petrol. Unseen Text 4, page number 192. Read the advertisement and answer the questions given below. Vacancy announcement. An INGO working in the education sector in Nepal seeks qualified Nepali national to fill a position of deputy director. Duty position of this position is at the INGO's office in Kathmandu and will include frequent trips to visit project sites. Minimum qualification: master's or higher degree in education, management or related field. At least 10 years of working experience in organizational management and HR development. Proven track record of working with INGOs and NGO counterparts. Strong leadership capacity and team management skill. Consensual management style or democratic decision-making skills. Excellent English language and report writing skills. Experience in the education sector will be an asset. International experience will be considered additional asset. Expressions of interest should be received before 15 March 2017. Certificates need not be provided at this time. Only shortlisted candidates will be notified and called for interviews. Interested applicants may submit their cover letter and an updated CV to ISO Nepal at isoint.org. Women and minority candidates are highly encouraged to apply. Show what you know. A. Match the words given in column A with their meaning in column B. Column A. Consensual, asset, committed, minority, related. Column B. Willing to work hard, a small group within a community, agreeable, value, connected. Number B. Answer the following questions. A. For what position is the vacancy announced? B. What is the minimum work experience of the applicant in related field? C. What is the deadline for application? D. How was applicants send their application? How can applicants send their applications? E. Who are encouraged to apply? Unseen text 5, page number 193. Read the following advertisement carefully and do the activities that follow. Vacancy announcement. An NGO working in the fields of children, women, governance, and HIV/AIDS is looking for a director to be stationed in its central office at Kathmandu. Responsibility. The incumbent INCUMBENT will be responsible for the smooth operation of day-to-day activities of the organization. He or she will coordinate with different poles under different programs to achieve program goals. The incumbent will report to the board on regular basis regarding overall organizational situation. He or she will also be responsible for approaching donors and developing concepts on different issues. Required competencies. Ability to use computer to run different office application packages. Sound communication skill, facilitation, and program development skill. Knowledge and skill in applied research. Excellent report writing and analytical skill in both Nepali and English. Qualification. Master's degree in sociology, development studies, social work, management, or any other disciplines. At least 3 years of working experience in bilateral agencies or INGOs or reputed NGOs at managerial level. Candidates fulfilling above-mentioned criteria shall send their application along with recent CV and a passport-size photograph in the following address no later than March 5, 2017. mnnmf.foondation@yahoo.com or GPO Box 13853 Kathmandu, Nepal. Only shortlisted candidates will be contacted for written examination and interview. Telephone inquiry will not be entertained. Show what you know. A. State whether the following statements are true or false. A. The applicant should produce the testimonials. B. Only the females can apply for the post. C. The incumbent works in the name of the director. D. An NGO is seeking for an assistant. E. The application can be sent after March 5. Answer the following questions. A. What are the responsibilities of the director? B. What are the things to be submitted along with the application to get it accepted? C. To whom should a candidate send the application? D. What requirements should a candidate possess? E. What is the deadline for the application? Unseen text 6, page number 194. Read the letter and answer the questions given below and answer the following questions. Sanepa, Lalitpur, February 2, 2017. The editor, comma, on the second line, the Kathmandu Post, comma, and in another line, Kathmandu, full stop. Dear Sir, motor car accidents are on the increase in our city these days. Every day one gets to read in the papers people being run over by cars or hit by motorcycles. They are either being killed or seriously injured. This is the most depressing. It was only yesterday I saw an old lady trying to cross the road at New Baneshore, very narrowly escaped being run over by a speeding car. It must have been running at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Such reckless driving in the city is a hazard. It causes fatal accidents to pedestrians trying to cross the road. Although there are speed limits, drivers do not seem to care and the traffic authorities are not strict in enforcing the regulation. What use is the rule if it is not enforced or followed? I hope your newspaper will publish this letter and raise public awareness to the hazards of reckless driving. Everyone must work together to bring pressure on the traffic police and local authorities to check reckless driving and make roads safe for the people. Yours faithfully, Ramesh Patel. Show what you know. A. Give similar words to the following: wounded, miserable, careless, consciousness, stern, stern. B. Write T for true and F for false statements. A. The letter was written on February 2, 2017. B. The letter was about the dowry system. C. The letter was addressed to the editor. D. The letter was written by Ramesh Patel. E. Reckless driving is one of the reasons of an accident. Number C. Answer the following questions. A. What causes road accidents in cities? B. Who are responsible for not being driven vehicles in a normal way? C. What examples of the road accident is mentioned in the letter? D. When was the letter written and whom is it addressed to? E. Who has written the letter? Unseen text, page number 195. Read the following letter of an application and do the activities that follow. PO Box number 521, Shantinagar, Baneshore, May 10, 2017. The manager, Nepal SBI Bank, Branch Office, Meen Bhawan. Subject, application for the post of an accountant. Dear Sir, Madam, in response to your advertisement published in the Rising Nepal on the 8th of May 2017 for the post of accountant, I have submitted my application as a qualified candidate for the same. I am 24 years old, Nepali citizen. With regard to my qualifications, I passed the SLC exam in 2010 AD in the first division and then plus 2 in the second division from Mahendra Higher Secondary School, Sunsari. I completed my BBS in the first division from Baneshore Multiple Campus, Baneshore. I have also taken a course in typewriting and bookkeeping. I have enclosed my testimonials and would refer you to the principal of above school and campus for my characters and references concerned. If I am given an opportunity to work in your bank, I assure you that I will do my best to satisfy you and the bank as well. I am looking forward to receiving your positive response. Yours faithfully, Usha Ghimire. Show what you know. A. Write the words from the above letter that are similar in the meaning to the following words: job, answer, commercial, applicant, chance. Number B. Fill in the gaps with appropriate words from the above letter. A. Blank. Are given by the former employer by somebody's abilities or qualifications. B. A public notice offering of asking for goods and services is an blank. C. A blank provides financial services. D. In a blank campus, one can study varieties of streams. E. If people are given blank, they can show others their ability. C. Answer the following questions. A. Where is the applicant from? B. When was the advertisement published? C. Who is the application addressed to? D. How can the applicant be contacted? E. What is the applicant's assurance?